Okay. I'm Drew, Salon A.K.S. This is Cameron. She's our beautiful teen model today. We're just going to talk a little about how to smooth out your hair. So our number one thing that we should do is use some products. It's our best friend. I prefer our Salon A.K.S Zero.
Why?
What is it starting? Where is
With smoothing, anti-frizz, best used when it's wet. For Cameron's hair, we use 2 or 3 drops. You can also use it when it's dry to add shine.
Cam, how would you describe your hair? Like, is this what your hair does when you dries by itself, or?
Yeah. This is without, like, one day without washing. But I usually wash my hair every other day, and it gets pretty frizzy at the bottom, but like greasy at the top.
Got it. So, Drew, what do you think about that? Is that a common problem?
Yes, especially with our teenage clients. So I would say I like your routine as far as how often you're shampooing, but I would shampoo your hair twice when you are in the shower, so it gets extra clean. And then continue to go a day or so. And then when you apply your product, you want to stay away from your roots unless it's frizzy there. Then you use a tiny bit at the end there, but mostly mid-length to ends will help. Now I'm going to use a dryer and a large brush to smooth it out. And another great thing to do is just take the top part of your hair out of the equation so that you are not feeling overwhelmed by the amount of hair you have. Most teenagers do have a great amount of hair, which is awesome, but it can be overwhelming. So I'm going to use our large A.K.S brush, and also we can use an important thing to use is a nozzle. This is going to help you direct the heat.
And that happens too.
That happens too. At least it didn't hit her in the head. So use the nozzle over the hair to smooth down the hair through the bristles.
You're not rolling it, even if it's a round brush, you're not rolling your hair around.
No, I'm not. Unless you want a little bounce, then you can do that. But just as far as just some light smoothing, you just get the shine with the heat over the ends here, and then you just let it cool down.
Put that down. Let's see the texture before you start. Right? Okay.
And because the top of her hair is already smooth and it's being obedient, I'm really just focusing on the end.
And do you think that's common with teenagers, that it's just their end that they're looking to?
With medium texture hair, when their hair is more naturally curly, I would say they probably struggle with most of it, including like the hairline. But it's like Cameron's hair. It's just a little bit from mid-length to ends that have a hard
Let's
time.
look at the difference between, like, and that took you like 2 seconds, and that's already big difference.
Again, I just use a little bit of the serum, mid-length to the end.
Francesco. Pam, do you have any questions?
Not really.
Is this something you could do at home on your own?
Yeah.
And even when you're doing it yourself, if the blow dryer is like too high and it's overwhelming and your hair is going everywhere, that makes it more frizzy. You just turn it down, and then you can do it this way. because I know it's hard because I can stand in front of you and do it like this. It's easier. I have my two hands are not attached. You can bring it forward like this in that motion.
Is she coming over? To hide me.
So what do you think we should do about our oily roots once we get those really roots?
Well, I'm a big fan of dry shampoo for day 2 or day 3 even. Or for if you have fine textured hair, it's a good way to add a little more root boost. Maybe the dry shampoo. My favorite one is Renee Furterer Thin Green Can.
So do you like, Cameron has really thick hair, so do you like, for thick hair versus thin hair, do you like a powder versus a spray? Like what's the difference?
I like the spray one personally. I feel like it gives you just clean feeling hair and doesn't add so much texture. The powder ones add more texture and would be better for finer hair to get that little lift or boom. But especially because now her ends are going to be smooth and shiny, and then her hair is already starting a little bit to have day 2 a little shine. Definitely by tomorrow morning, her ends are still going to look great, and her roots are going to look like they need to be shampooed, which is when dry shampoo comes in handy.
Have you ever used dry shampoo?